Let's be real for a second. If someone tells you they don't want to be a little bit smarter, they're probably not being honest. I mean, intelligence is one of the most useful qualities anyone can have, right? It helps you solve problems, make better calls, and just navigate life a little more smoothly.
And it turns out pretty much everyone is thinking about this. According to Google Trends, this exact question, how can I become smarter, is one of the most searched things on the internet every single day. So if you've ever typed that into a search bar, just know you are in very, very good company.
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with the science of why your brain and even change in the first place. Then we'll dive into 9 super powerful habits broken down into 3 areas: training your focus, learning new things, and fueling your brain. And at the end, we'll map out a clear path for you to get started.
Okay, before we get into any of the habits, we absolutely have to talk about the science behind all of this. Because, this one core idea, it changes everything.
For the longest time, there was this myth that you're just born with a certain amount of smarts, and that's that. Game over. But modern science has totally blown that idea out of the water. The truth? Your brain is incredibly adaptable. You can literally grow new brain cells and create new pathways your entire life.
There's a cool scientific term for this: neuroplasticity. All it really means is that your brain isn't this fixed, static thing. It's more like clay, constantly reshaping itself based on what you do, what you learn, and, the habits you keep.
And honestly, this is the best way to think about it. Your brain is a muscle. You wouldn't expect your arms to get stronger just by sitting on the couch, right? Well, your brain is no different. The more you challenge it and work it out, the stronger and more powerful it becomes. So it's not about genetics, it's about training.
So, if our brain's a muscle, the first thing we need to do is build up its endurance. This first set of habits is all about training your ability to concentrate, especially in a world that's basically designed to distract you.
So for this first mental workout, we're going to focus on 3 things: diversifying your day, getting a handle on your time, and the good old-fashioned habit of reading every single day. Each one of these builds that mental muscle in a slightly different way. Let's break that down. First up, diversifying your day. Think about it. At the gym, you wouldn't just do bicep curls for 2 hours straight. You switch things up. Doing the same for your brain, switching between creative work, analytical tasks, and even physical stuff, prevents burnout and actually gives your brain the downtime it needs to have those aha moments.
Second, we've got time management. This is huge. Simply making a list of your top priorities for the day acts like a shield. It helps you fend off all those notifications and distractions, making sure your best brain power goes to what actually matters. And third, you gotta read every day. This is like the foundational exercise for your brain. Reading fiction builds empathy and emotional intelligence. Reading nonfiction sharpens your critical thinking skills. Either way, you're building that deep, sustained focus that's so hard to come by these days.
Okay, so we've worked on our mental endurance. Now let's get into the next set of habits. This is all about not just learning new things, but actually making them stick.
For this section, we're looking at 3 incredibly effective habits: consistently reviewing what you learn, picking up a second language, and learning to play a musical instrument. The first one sounds simple, but it is so important. Review what you learn. I mean, what's the point of learning something if you forget it a week later? Every time you go back over that information, you're strengthening the neural pathways in your brain. It's like turning a faint trail in the woods into a well-worn path.
Next up, if you want a true full brain workout, try learning a new language. It's amazing. It forces your brain to juggle logic, memory, and sound all at the same time. You're building all these dense new connections. It's one of the best exercises out there, and you get a really similar effect from playing a musical instrument. They've done brain scans on musicians, and it's incredible. When they play, huge areas of their brain just light up. It's like a fireworks display in there, because they're coordinating what they see, what they hear, and what their hands are doing all at once. It's neuroplasticity in real time.
All right, so we've got focus and we've got active learning, but none of that matters if your brain is running on empty. This last group of habits is all about giving your brain the actual physical fuel it needs to perform at its best.
Our final 3 habits are all about the physical side of things: playing brain games to keep you sharp, exercising regularly to get that blood and oxygen flowing, and, of course, eating the right foods for your brain. Now, while brain games and exercise are super important and pretty well known, there's one habit on this list that's just as powerful, but for some reason gets ignored all the time.
So what is it? What's that one thing that can have a massive impact on your brain power, but that most of us just don't really think about optimizing?
It's nutrition. It's what you eat. I mean, think about it. You have to eat every day anyway, so why not choose foods that are actually proven to make your brain work better? And here's why it matters so much. Your brain is nearly 60% fat. 60%. It is an incredibly energy-hungry organ, and it needs the right kind of fuel to run properly. Knowing this one fact should totally change how you look at your plate.
But, and this is a big but, not all fats are the same. You want to steer clear of trans fats. You'll see them listed as partially hydrogenated oils on ingredient lists. Instead, you want to load up on healthy monounsaturated fats. We're talking about things like fatty fish, nuts, seeds, and avocados. Your brain literally uses this stuff as building blocks.
All right, so we've covered 9 powerful science-backed habits. Let's wrap this all up and talk about how you can actually start this journey, like today.
When you boil it all down, it's really this simple 3-step framework. Step 1, build your mental endurance by training your focus. Step 2, go out and actively learn new things. And Step 3, give your brain and your body the high-quality fuel they need to do all that work.
And please, remember this. This is not an overnight fix. Becoming smarter is a slow, gradual process. Your brain needs time to adapt and build all those new connections. But if you're consistent with these habits, you can absolutely build the foundation for a happier and, yes, a smarter life.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Looking at everything we just talked about, from reading just one page of a book to picking one healthy snack, what's the first small step you're going to take on your path starting today?